Right now, this very moment, you are giving the universe commands about money, but you're commanding the wrong thing. Every time you say, "I can't afford it," you're ordering poverty. Every time you declare money is tight, you're commanding lack. Every time you speak about financial struggle, you're issuing direct orders to the universe to keep money away from you. But what if I told you that you could reverse those commands instantly? What if you could start ordering money to flow to you with the same authority that you've been unconsciously ordering it away? What if the universe is actually waiting for you to command prosperity with the same certainty that you breathe? You're about to discover something that will fundamentally change how you relate to money forever. The point is simple. The universe does not move because you plead. It moves because you give a clear order. When your words are full of doubt and need, you teach life to mirror doubt and need. When your words carry authority, life answers to that authority. Most people never notice this. They spend years talking about bills, fear, and shortage, and then wonder why their days keep replaying the same scene. It is not punishment. It is a system. What you speak with certainty becomes the pattern your life repeats. This is why the old habit of asking for money keeps you in the same place. Asking sounds humble, but underneath it sits an idea that money might not come. You are talking as a servant, not as an heir. You are approaching the source as if you stand outside the door. The shift begins when you stand inside the house and speak as someone who belongs there. That is the difference between begging and commanding. Begging hopes, commanding knows. You are made with dominion over material things. That means your word has rank. It does not bully. It does not force. It sets order. The same way you decide to lift your hand and your hand obeys, you can decide to move money, and money must obey. Not because money is your master, but because it is a thing. Things follow the voice of a person who knows who they are. When you speak from this identity, your words carry weight. They do not drift. They land and they organize reality. Here is where many people get stuck. They were taught that wanting money is greedy, that speaking with confidence is pride, that clear commands are unspiritual, so they shrink their voice. They apologize for their needs. They dress their desire in soft words and hope that life will take the hint. This training keeps them in a loop of waiting. It keeps them in the role of the one who asks last and receives last. None of this is necessary. You can honor your spirit and still speak with authority. You can be kind and still be clear. You can love God and still command what you need to do your work well. Look at people who handle money easily. However they describe it, they treat money as something that answers them. They say what will happen and then they move as if it is so. They do not beg. They expect. They do not argue with themselves. They decide and follow through. The words they use are plain and firm. They talk about money arriving, not escaping. They talk about growth, not loss. This steady tone is not luck. It is a habit of authority, and it is a habit you can learn. The difference between a person who struggles and a person who lives in flow is rarely school, connections, or timing. It is tone. It is the level of authority in their voice when they speak about money. When you ask the universe for money, you frame money as something that might appear if conditions are perfect. When you command money to flow to you, you set a rule. You close the door to maybe. You tell life, this is what will happen, and then you act in line with that statement. When you switch from asking to commanding, the invisible side of life reorders itself. Conditions shift, delays ease. People remember your name. A path opens that was not there the day before. To someone watching from the outside, it may look like chance. It is not chance. It is your word doing its work. Your command gave shape to an outcome, and reality moved to match it. For this to work, your voice must be clean, not loud, clean. The inside and the outside have to match. If your mouth says, "Money flows to me now," but your chest says, "I doubt it," the order is mixed and the result is mixed. So speak in a way you can believe. Keep your sentences simple. Keep them present and direct. Do not decorate them. Do not bargain. State what is so, and let your tone be the proof that you mean it. Understand one more thing before we go further. Money is not your source. That is why your command can be calm. Your source is the intelligence that runs everything. Money is only one of the ways that intelligence reaches you. When you remember that, you stop chasing one channel and you stop fearing one door. You give the order and allow the answer to come in any form that fits. This removes the grasping energy that pushes supply away. You are no longer asking a small thing to save you. You are addressing the largest thing there is and giving it a simple instruction to express through money. This is the ground we stand on. Life responds to command. You have the right to speak with authority. Your words already shape your money story, whether you notice it or not. The only change we are making is to stop ordering lack and start ordering flow. As you practice, your tone will grow steady. Your mind will stop arguing with you. Your nervous system will relax into the new role. The energy of your words will match the meaning of your words, and that is when results scale from small to continuous. The universe doesn't respond to begging, pleading, or hoping. It responds to commands. And when you learn how to command money with divine authority, it has no choice but to obey you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without pause, without question, without delay. Most people have this backwards. They exhaust themselves asking for a break, asking for relief, asking for a little more at the end of the month. They whisper small prayers, then speak loud complaints, and wonder why nothing changes. They are talking to life as if they were strangers at the back door, not family at the table. This is why so many stay stuck. They try to convince the universe to see their need. They try to prove they are worthy. They try to persuade a power that does not need persuading. In doing so, they keep standing in the position of the one who lacks. Their words come from uncertainty, so uncertainty is what returns. The moment you change the position you speak from, the response changes. You stop asking like a servant. You speak like an heir. The truth that frees you is not complicated. You were created with dominion over material things, including money. Dominion is not aggression. Dominion is lawful authority. It means your word has the right to set order in the realm of things. The same authority that granted humanity caretaking over the earth granted you the right to direct the flow of opportunity, income, and supply. When you command money from that place, quiet, rooted, certain, it must obey, not because you forced it, but because you spoke within the design of law. Many hesitate here. They were taught that wanting money is greedy, that confidence is arrogance, that strong words are dangerous. So they soften every sentence until there is no power left in it. They enter negotiations with life already apologizing for wanting a fair outcome. They imagine that spiritual means small, that holy means hesitant. It does not. Spiritual means aligned. Holy means whole. You can be humble and still speak with authority. You can be grateful and still be clear. You can love what is sacred and still order your finances to support your calling. Notice how people who move money well talk. They do not speak as if wealth is a miracle that might visit once in a decade. They speak as if supply is normal and growth is the plan. Whether they use the words law or not, they act as if a law is in their favor. They speak with clean certainty, and they follow their words with actions that match. They do not argue against their own decree an hour later. They do not cancel their command with a nervous story at dinner. They let a straight sentence stand, and reality adjusts. The difference between chronic struggle and steady flow is not always education, connections, or luck. It is authority. It is the level of command in your voice when you deal with money. Poor people ask, wealthy people command. When you ask the universe for money, you imply that you might not get it. Your language leaves the door open for delay and denial. When you command money to flow to you, you close that door. You state what must happen. You do not wait to feel brave. You speak, and then you behave in line with what you said. When you command, something moves in the unseen first. Circumstances begin to rearrange. A phone call comes. A bill is reduced. A client who vanished returns. A path forms where there was none. From the outside, it may look random. From the inside, you know it is response. The command went out, and pieces began to lock into place. You are not guessing anymore. You are watching your words take shape. But there is a condition you cannot skip. Your commands must carry real authority, not a performance of confidence. The universe can tell the difference. So can your own body. If you speak a decree your chest cannot support, you will feel the wobble in your tone. The solution is not to shout louder. The solution is to speak what you can stand behind and grow from there. Let the inside and the outside match. Say less and mean more. As your faith rises, your words can carry more weight. This is where many go wrong. They repeat phrases they found online and treat them like magic passwords. They pile on more lines when the first line does not calm their fear. They try to outrun doubt with noise. It never works. Your declaration is not powerful because it is long or fancy. It is powerful because it is clean and believable to you. Start with a sentence that fits. Money flows to me now. Let your breath settle around it. Let your posture agree. Do not apologize. Do not explain. Speak it as a simple fact you are installing. Every billionaire does not sit around reciting mystic formulas, but whether they name it or not, they walk in this principle. They talk about outcomes as decisions, not as wishes. They expect returns. They decide on amounts. They treat money as a system that answers intention and instruction. The scale of their results makes this obvious, but the habit itself is available to anyone. Authority in speech is not a luxury of the rich. It is a practice anyone can train. If this still feels bold, remember what dominion really means. It is stewardship with a backbone. It is responsibility spoken with clarity. It is not a temper tantrum at the sky. It is not a demand that hurts others. It is a lawful statement to the field of matter that you will direct your resources with wisdom and purpose. When your motive is clean, your command is clean. When you aim at good, your sentence carries ease. And you may ask, how do I know if I'm commanding or pretending? You will know by the quiet after you speak. If your command leaves you calmer, you have struck truth. If it leaves you more agitated, you tried to cover fear with words. In that case, step back. Strengthen the root. Remind yourself who you are and what law you stand on. Then speak again, smaller if needed, stronger in meaning. From here on, pay attention to. Tone stop making casual jokes that train lack. Stop telling the story of shortage to fill silence. Stop narrating your doubt to get sympathy. Your everyday language is your most frequent decree. Use it to install order, not chaos. You do not have to be dramatic. You only have to be consistent. Say what is aligned. Let your life echo it with action. Watch the field answer. This is the heart of the shift. The universe responds to command. You have the right to command because you were made with dominion. You do not need to beg for what law already supports. You do not need to convince a power that already chose you. Speak as one who belongs. Issue the order. Hold your line. Let the rearrangement begin. Your inner knowing has to match your outer words. If your voice says one thing and your chest says another, the signal is split and the result is split. So the next question is simple. How do you build a state where your words carry real authority? How do you shift from financial begging to monetary commanding? How do you speak to money in a way that compels it to respond? Start with the most important truth in this whole method. Money is not your source. Divine intelligence is your source. Money is only one of the many forms that intelligence can take when it moves toward you. It is a channel, not the well. When you forget this, you grab at a single pipe and panic when it clogs. When you remember this, you relax, because the supply is upstream from money and can reach you in more ways than you can count. This understanding is what changes the feeling under your words. If you think money itself has to save you, your commands come out tight and shaky. If you know that infinite intelligence is the real source, you can speak calmly and firmly because you are not trying to squeeze a limited object. You are instructing a limitless power to express through financial paths that suit you now. That is why commanding is stronger than asking. Asking sounds like wanting. Commanding sounds like knowing. Life answers knowing. When you stand on this ground, your language gets simple. You don't pile on phrases to convince yourself. You don't dress your sentence up to sound spiritual. You speak a clear order and let it stand. This alone begins to drain the desperation that has been pushing money away. You move from neediness to rightful authority. You stop chasing a single outcome and let intelligence choose the fastest, cleanest route. From here, we install your first money command. Say it exactly like this, and say it as if you mean it. I command money to flow to me now from expected and unexpected sources. Notice what this sentence is and what it is not. It is not a question. It is not a wish. It is not a bargain. It is a direct order. You are not asking if money can show up. You are instructing money to show up. You are not hoping it might arrive. You are stating that it will. The tone matters. Speak this, the way you would tell your hand to move. You don't ask your hand to lift. You decide that it will lift, and it lifts. That is the relationship you are learning to build with money. Not drama, not effort. Decision spoken as a simple command. Your body already knows how this feels. Use that same muscle here. If your mouth can say this, but your body still trembles, reduce the distance between word and belief by making the sentence feel factual to you. Now can mean today. Expected and unexpected sources covers the channels you know and the ones you do not see yet. Let your mind relax into this scope. You are not cornering life. You are giving it room to move while keeping your instruction firm. As you practice, read the feedback. Honestly, if saying this line leaves you steadier, you are aligned. If it leaves you more tense, pause and strengthen the root. Remind yourself, the source is not a paycheck, a client, a market, or a single person. The source is the intelligence that can use any of those. When the source is steady in your awareness, the sentence drops in with weight. You may worry that this sounds too simple for a complex problem, but complexity in money stories often comes from mixed commands, not from fate. All day long, you have been issuing orders without noticing. I can't afford that. Money is tight. This always happens to me. Those lines build a pattern, and the pattern repeats. This new line is not a cute phrase. It is a counter-order. It cancels the old habit and installs a new one. Keep it plain. Keep it present. Keep it frequent. You do not need to force certainty. You only need to speak from the certainty you do have and let it grow by proof. When small evidence appears, a discount, a paid invoice, a surprise gift, acknowledge it. That acknowledgement is not flattery to the universe. It is how you train your nervous system to expect response. Expectation is not fantasy. Expectation is a posture that keeps your words and your actions pointed in the same direction. Remember also why this works at all. You are not the first cause of supply. You are the voice that gives supply a shape. When you command, you are not wrestling the world into your plan. You are inviting a higher order to express in a defined way. Because the order you give fits the design, person with lawful dominion directing matter, reality can line up behind it. Your job is not to manage the how. Your job is to speak the what and stay available to the how that appears. Say the sentence again. I command money to flow to me now from expected and unexpected sources. Say it in a normal voice. Breathe in after you say it and feel the space open. Do not rush to repeat it out of fear. Let a single clean decree have time to travel. When old thoughts try to argue, don't debate them. Return to the sentence. Return to the ground under it. Keep your daily speech from breaking your own order. As this becomes natural, the edge softens between me commanding and life responding. You will notice that your decisions, emails, meetings, and timing start to sync with the decree. You will see options you used to miss. You will answer messages faster that matter and ignore noise that used to drain you. Your words and your moves will play the same song. This is how commanding consciousness is built, not by straining, but by steadying. The power is not in a rare, dramatic moment. It is in the clean sentence you can say today and believe today. Speak it. Let it land. Move in agreement with it. In a moment, we will take this further and show you how to keep that command working even when you are busy or asleep. But first, make sure the root is in place. Source first. Command. Next, money follows. You can set your money commands on autopilot so that wealth moves toward you all day and all night. The universe does not clock out. It keeps working whether you pay attention or not. When you install the right instruction, your words can keep working too. This is not theory. It is a way of speaking that creates a standing order. Once it is set, it runs in the background while you live, work, rest, and sleep. The technique is plain. Give money an around-the-clock assignment. Say this as a single clear line and mean it. I command money to flow to me continuously, day and night, awake and asleep, through all hours and all circumstances. You are not begging money to visit when it is convenient. You are appointing money to a shift that never ends. You are making continuity part of the order, not an accident. This creates what you can think of as an abundance autopilot. It keeps the current moving even when your mind is busy with other things. Do not confuse autopilot with frantic repetition. You are not trying to shout your way into results. You are installing one clean instruction that keeps running. Think of a standing order at a bank. You set it once, and it executes on schedule. In the same way, this decree stands unless you cancel it with your own mouth. Your job is to speak it, then refuse to undo it by talking lack an hour later. Let the order do its work. Take a moment and make the decree public. Pause and write the line. I command continuous money flow. Writing it is more than sharing a comment. It is a public command to life. When you write it, you place your signature under your own words. You turn a thought into a contract. You anchor your identity as the one who commands, not the one who waits. The act of writing fixes the intention in a way that casual mental notes do not. Your eye sees it, your hand forms it, your nervous system records it as a decision you made in front of witnesses. A public decree also changes how you carry yourself. It is harder to drift back into the old story when you have declared a new one out loud. When doubt tries to pull you into the habit of asking, you can point to your written command and return to the tone you chose. The line becomes a handle you can grab when your mind wants to slide back into noise. It reminds you that you set something in motion and that your only task now is to hold your side of the agreement. What happens after you speak and write like this? The invisible side starts organizing around your order. You may notice small signs first. A discount, a paid invoice sooner than expected, an invitation you did not see coming. Then larger shifts arrive. A client reappears, a project opens, a hold on funds is lifted. The point is not to predict the path. The point is to expect movement because a lawful command went out. You gave money a continuous assignment. Now conditions begin to align with that assignment. The tone of your voice matters more than the volume. Say the line in a normal voice with a calm chest. A steady order carries further than a strained one. You are not trying to impress the universe. You are confirming to yourself that you know what you are saying. If you feel nervous, slow down. Breathe once. Speak again. Keep the sentence short enough that your whole body can agree with it. Autopilot runs on clarity. Notice how this frees your attention. When the standing order is in place, you are not checking the door every 5 minutes to see if money has arrived. You return to your work, your family, your learning, your rest, and let the background process continue. This is part of why it works. Neediness loosens. Your choices improve. You answer messages that matter and ignore bait. You take actions that match someone who expects supply, not someone chasing it. That alignment multiplies openings without effort. There is power in the phrase, through all hours and all circumstances. It builds permission for supply to reach you even when the outer scene looks inconvenient. Travel, deadlines, illness, storms, noise. Your decree allows money to find the available door anyway. You are not telling life how to thread the needle. You are telling it to thread the needle. You are stating that time and setting will not break the flow. This widens the field of possibility and speeds the route. Understand why writing "I command continuous money flow" sends a stronger signal. It puts the instruction into form. Words in the body shift belief faster than words left floating in the head. Your hand writing the decree teaches your system, this is real, this is chosen, this is mine. From there, your daily speech naturally begins to harmonize with the decree. You cut the small jokes about being broke. You stop narrating delays as your identity. You speak less about shortage and more about order. Each small change removes friction from the current you already set. Let the order be simple. Do not stack a paragraph of demands on top of it. Do not add conditions that choke the flow. A clean command is easier to fulfill than a crowded one. Say the line. Hold your tone. When the mind tries to complicate things, return to the single instruction you installed. That steadiness is what turns a one-time statement into a 24-hour stream. Finally, remember the promise built into this practice. Money begins to come from more directions at once, not just the channel you expect, but others you could not have named. a refund you forgot, a bonus you did not plan, a sale that closes itself, a friend who insists on paying, a fee increase that is accepted without pushback. The decree authorizes multiple doors to open at the same time. Your part is not to chase every door. Your part is to remain the person who gave the order and recognizes the answers when they appear. Speak the command for continuous flow. Write it once where you can see it. Keep your ordinary language from canceling it. Live like someone whose order is active. Let the field do what it does best. Hear a clear voice and arrange itself accordingly. Here is where you make your command precise. You can call in a clear amount and a clear time. Do not leave it vague and hope it lands somewhere close. Speak like this: I command $5,000 to manifest by Friday. Or this: I command $10,000 to appear by month's end. The form is simple. Amount first, deadline second. You are not asking if it might happen. You are setting a delivery window. Precision does not make you rigid. Precision gives life something exact to answer. Treat it the way you place an order at a restaurant. You do not beg the waiter to bring you dinner. You tell them what you want and you expect it to arrive. You do not keep whispering, please, under your breath. You let a normal tone carry a normal decision. Do the same here. State the amount. State the timing. Decide that it will be delivered. Then behave like someone whose order is already in the system. Next, instruct money to multiply once it arrives. Say this plainly: every dollar that comes to me multiplies and reproduces itself continuously. You are telling your supply to work while it rests in your account. You are giving each dollar a job to bring more dollars. Think of it as healthy growth, not greedy grasping. You are installing a habit of increase so that money does not stagnate and wither. This creates a pull that attracts more in the same direction. One deposit becomes many because you told it to. You can also give money the task of finding you even when you are not hunting for it. Say, money seeks me out and finds me wherever I am. This frees you from the old idea that abundance only arrives when you chase it for 12 hours straight. It gives permission for a refund you forgot, a gift you did not expect, a message from a client who disappeared, a payment link someone asks for without you prompting them. You keep living. The money follows your signal. Clear the path while you build the flow. Issue this command without drama. Every barrier to my financial abundance dissolves now. There are times when removing a block changes your week faster than trying to create a new opening. A hold is lifted, a late fee is waived, a misunderstanding clears. The knot unties, and the stream that was already meant for you comes through. You do not need to diagnose every knot. You only need to give a lawful order for knots to undo. Direct the channels when it helps. If there is a door you want to use, speak to it. For business, say, I order my business income to increase dramatically. For investments, say, I order my investments to produce exceptional returns. For unexpected channels, say, I order surprise money to appear in my life immediately. You are not limiting supply by naming a door. You are highlighting a path so the answer can come faster. If you do not know the door, keep it open with the expected and unexpected sources line. Both approaches are valid. Use the one that feels truest in the moment. Keep your voice steady and ordinary. Do not dress these lines up. Do not stack 20 sentences to feel safe. Pick the one you mean and let it stand. If your chest tightens when you name a large amount, step the number down until your body can support it. Authority grows by proof. Ask your life to show you that the system works at the scale you can believe today. When it does, expand the scale. This is not backing down. This is building a clean record of yes after yes until large numbers feel as normal as small ones. Pay attention to your small talk while you issue precise commands. It makes little sense to declare I command $5,000 by Friday at 8 a.m., then spend lunch telling a friend nothing ever works for you. Everyday speech is where most people cancel their own order. Protect the tone of your day the way a singer protects their voice before a performance. You do not have to be intense. You only have to stop training lack with casual sentences. If you catch yourself slipping, return to the simple declaration and move on. Let results arrive by any straight route. The $5,000 could come as several payments that add up, a single transfer, a debt forgiven that frees $5,000 in cash flow, an invoice paid early, a new client who pays in full, or an expense erased that keeps $5,000 in your pocket. Do not argue with the form when the function is fulfilled. Your order was amount and time. If both are met, say thank you and keep your line. When you practice these precise orders, you will notice something else change. Your decisions get cleaner. You will send the email you used to delay. You will make the call you put off. You will adjust a price that stayed too low. This is not forcing outcomes. This is you moving like someone who expects agreement, so you stop acting against yourself. The command and the action begin to match, and matching multiplies speed. There will be days when fear tries to make you add panic to your lines. Resist the urge to turn a clear order into a dramatic speech. Speak once, breathe, and let the instruction travel. If you want to repeat it later, repeat it because you enjoy the steadiness, not because you are trying to plug a leak. Commands work best when they are simple, sincere, and consistent. Shouting does not make them stronger. Belief does. If you want a single paragraph you can lean on for this section, use this one and use it exactly. I command $5,000 to manifest by Friday. Every dollar that comes to me multiplies and reproduces itself continuously. Money seeks me out and finds me wherever I am. Every barrier to my financial abundance dissolves now. I order my business income to increase dramatically, my investments to produce exceptional returns, and surprise money to appear immediately. Say it in a normal voice. Let your shoulders drop. Let the sentence do its work. These are not slogans. These are instructions. You are telling matter how to behave in relation to you. You are choosing amounts, setting timing, assigning growth, removing friction, and pointing to doors. This is how you turn a general wish into a working plan in the invisible and the visible at the same time. In the next step, you will add the fuel that makes every one of these commands move faster and easier, not by pressure, but by the kind of energy that the universe answers without resistance. Your words move faster when the feeling under them is clean. The simplest way to clean the feeling is gratitude. Be grateful for the money that has already come, then speak your next order. This switches you out of need and into authority. It tells your system, I am already in flow. And from that place, you can increase the flow. Say something plain before you issue a new command. I am grateful for the money that has already reached me, and I now command even greater abundance. This is not flattery. It is how you steady yourself so your voice carries weight. Commands spoken from appreciation land with more power than commands spoken from panic, because appreciation proves you believe supply is real. State matters. Give your orders when you feel strong, clear, and certain. If your chest is tight or your mind is noisy, pause. Let the nervous energy settle. You are not racing a clock. You are setting a tone. The universe responds to the energy behind your words as much as the words themselves. A calm sentence spoken from confidence travels farther than a loud sentence spoken from fear. If you are worried, do not force it. Wait until your body agrees, then speak once like you mean it. The steadiness in your tone tells life you expect a result. This is also why you should not command from desperation. When you are desperate, your voice tries to grab, it adds pressure, and turns your order into a plea wearing different clothes. If you catch yourself there, step back and reset. Breathe, remember the money that has already obeyed you, and let that memory return you to center. Then give a short order you can stand behind. You are not trying to control every variable. You are returning to your rightful position and stating what will be. You can make your orders even more magnetic by telling money to move in ways that help everyone involved. Speak this: money flows to me abundantly in ways that benefit everyone involved. This opens the path for outcomes that are clean on all sides. A client gains value, a partner wins, a buyer is satisfied, and you are paid well. The system loves this kind of alignment. It meets less resistance because the result serves more than one person. You are not lowering your standard. You are removing friction by asking for what is good for all parties. Next, instruct money to come through what you do best. Say, I command abundant compensation for expressing my divine gifts. This connects your flow to your natural strengths. It keeps you from chasing money in ways that drain you, and it trains life to pay you for the work that fits you. When supply matches your purpose, you can sustain it. You do not have to switch masks to earn. You stay yourself, and you are rewarded for being yourself at a high level. This does not limit the channels. It clarifies the main route so other routes can support it. Gratitude, state, win-win, and gifts work together. Gratitude quiets the old fear that there is not enough. A strong state gives your words a steady current. Win-win directs the current into open channels. Gifts keep the current natural so it can run long. None of this is complicated, and none of it requires perfect mood. It requires honesty. Check how you feel. Clean it with appreciation, and speak when your tone is true. If your voice shakes, simplify the sentence until it doesn't. Do not confuse this with pretending to be positive. You are not coating a problem with glitter. You are choosing the ground you speak from. You are saying, I stand on supply, not on shortage. And then you are proving it by the way you talk. You will notice that when you speak after gratitude, the sentences that come are shorter and firmer. You will also notice that life seems to move with less grinding. Calls return, delays ease. Solutions appear that help more than one person at once. This is not a miracle you have to explain. It is a response to a clean order. Use simple cues to time your commands. Speak after a small win, when your body is already in agreement. Speak after a moment of quiet, when your breathing is slow. Speak before you open your laptop, when your focus is sharp. You do not need ritual to the minute. You need a moment where your chest and your words match. One steady sentence in that window does more than 10 frantic ones scattered through the day. Keep the gratitude piece light. You are not writing a long list to earn the right to ask. You are nodding at what has worked, so your system remembers the truth. Money has already obeyed you. Then you give the next instruction without wobble. If you cannot feel grateful for a big thing, pick a small one that is real. A fee waived, a ride paid for, a bill smaller than expected. Real is the key. Real gratitude steadies you. Fake gratitude makes you tense. If it makes you tense, drop it and return to a sentence you can believe. You will also find that when you add the win-win line, Opportunities change shape. Doors that were crooked close. Doors that suit you open. This protects you from deals that look rich, but cost your peace. It attracts partners and buyers who want fairness and speed. You are still commanding money, but you are doing it in a way that keeps the path clean. Clean paths deliver faster because they do not have to unwind damage on the way. As for commanding through your gifts, let it reorganize how you plan. If your best work is teaching, expect payment to find you through teaching. If it is building, expect payment to find you through building. You are not banning other forms. You are giving the main river a deep bed to run in. When you know where you are strongest, you stop scattering your attention. Your voice carries farther because your life points in one direction. All of this is preparation for a master order that lets results arrive by the fastest right route. You will speak a single line that gives full permission on timing, channel, and form while keeping the outcome exact. It is the kind of decree that makes room for answers you could not plan and still brings them at the perfect moment. Before we speak it, make sure the foundation is in. Be grateful for what has come. Choose a steady moment. Ask for the win-win. Tie your money to your gifts. Then, with a calm chest and a clear tone, you will give the command that moves now. The most powerful order is the one that gives life full permission to deliver by the fastest right route, while keeping the outcome exact. Speak it plainly, like a general speaking to troops. Money, I command you to manifest in my life right now in the perfect way, at the perfect time, through the perfect source. This line is not theater. It is a clean instruction that allows the answer to arrive without you forcing a path. When you say it, drop all strain. Your voice is calm because you are speaking from authority, not from panic. Authority does not wave its arms. It issues a sentence and holds the line. This is also where we draw the final line between commanding and positive thinking. Commanding is not hoping harder. It is changing identity. Instead of seeing yourself as someone who needs money, you see yourself as someone who directs it. Instead of crossing your fingers, you set an order. Instead of checking 10 times to see if it worked, you move like a person whose word is already in motion. This identity shift turns your nervous system from chase to leadership. Worry fades because you know that if you need more, you can instruct more. Helplessness fades because you know matter answers lawful speech. Keep the current active in every scene of your day. While you work, say in a normal voice, "Money flows to me while I work." Before you sleep, say, "Money flows to me while I sleep." While you rest, say, "Money flows to me while I rest." You are not trying to fill the air. You are installing a steady background order, so your subconscious keeps building openings while your conscious mind handles tasks. You will notice that you start catching chances you used to miss, replying faster where it matters, and ignoring noise that once pulled you off course. This is the system aligning to your decree. Allow help to arrive through people as well. Speak this without embarrassment. I command generous people to appear in my life with money for me. Gifts, partnerships, backers, clients. Let them come. The supply is not limited to your two hands. When you authorize it, the field uses other hands to finish the job. Your words give permission for support to become visible, and support becomes normal. Understand why your orders are needed at all. Most people carry old programming that argues for lack. Without a clear command, that program keeps running. A decree is how you override it. You are not tricking the universe or bending rules in your favor. You are authorizing life to act according to a law that already favors you. You are choosing the role you were built to hold and speaking from there. Once you step into that role, results that looked rare become regular. Seal each day on purpose. Before your feet touch the floor in the morning, give the day its instruction. I order this day to be filled with money opportunities and abundance manifestations. You are not waiting to see how the day treats you. You are telling the day how it will go. At night, close. The loop. I order tomorrow to bring me unexpected money and surprising abundance. You fall asleep inside that order and carry it into the next morning. Momentum builds because the command never goes dark. Keep one more truth close. Every sentence about money is either an order for increase or an order for lack. There is no neutral. Jokes about being broke train shortage. Complaints about bills train more bills. Casual phrases become standing orders if you repeat them. Replace them with the lines you want life to copy. The change is not about policing every word in fear. It is about speaking simply enough that your world always knows what to do next. None of this is manipulation. You are not pushing the universe around. You are aligning with your own design. Commanding money is not arrogance. It is consistency with who you are. The power behind your words is the same creative force that spins worlds and keeps them steady. Economic conditions, markets, human moods, none of these can overrule a lawful decree spoken from identity. The field hears a clear voice and arranges itself accordingly. Do not leave this as an idea you admire. Practice turns language into life. Begin issuing money orders today in small, calm sentences you believe. Let early proof steady you. Expand when your chest can carry more. Keep the 24/7 current running in the background. Give specific amounts and times when needed. Multiply what arrives. Dissolve blocks without drama. Direct the channels that fit. Ask that outcomes benefit everyone involved. Tie your flow to what you do best so it lasts. Say these closing lines out loud and mean them. Let them be simple, not loud. Money obeys my word because I speak with real authority. I command money to flow to me continuously from multiple sources at once. I order abundance to manifest in my life day and night without pause or interruption. Every dollar seeks me out and finds me because I have spoken it so. I am not chasing. I am directing. I am the one who decides, and the field answers my decision. If this helped your chest settle and your voice strengthen, let it keep working. Share it with the one friend who needs relief today. Save it where you can find it before sleep and first thing in the morning. And if you want this kind of steady reminder to meet you again, stay close. Join us so the next decree arrives on time.